All right, in this case study, we're going to go over how an Atlanta realtor generated 22 exclusive home buyer leads with a simple Facebook ad. This one ran for a couple of weeks. Average cost was about $2.27 per lead. So there's many benefits to running ads on Facebook, but there's some hidden benefits that not many people talk about and or are aware of. So I'm going to go over those benefits before we dive into the case study. So benefit number one, it's low cost. For a real estate agent, you can get started with as little as $5 a day. Once you start seeing results, you can certainly increase the budget from there, or you can just stick with $5 a day. You're still going to generate results even at $5 a day. Number two is you become the obvious agent in your marketplace. Each Facebook ad is like a digital billboard is what I refer them to. And over time, your marketplace is going to see more and more digital billboards. Obviously, if you're in a smaller area, somewhere like a small town in Iowa and or Nebraska, you're going to become an obvious agent much, much faster. Even if you're in a larger market, you can still become the obvious agent over time. Number three is you're building up a database. You are building up a database of local prospects who are coming to you, basically raising their hand, submitting their name, their email, their phone number, answering a couple questions that they're interested in buying and or selling a home. This is a database that you own, a database that you're in complete control of, and this is an asset that can be leveraged for years and years to come if you leverage it properly. Now, how can you leverage it? I would recommend sending out at least a weekly email, and this can be about anything. This can be about tips on how to buy a home, how to sell a home. This can be how you helped a current client, a past client, overcome an obstacle, a challenge, a problem they are facing, answering questions, asking questions. Again, the goal here is to stay top of mind. I also recommend sending out a monthly text message and or ringless voicemail. So what a ringless voicemail is a voicemail that's delivered to their voicemail inbox on their cell phone, and their phone does not ring, hence the name ringless voicemail. Basically, you record one audio message, 20 seconds, 30 seconds long, and you blast it out to your database. It doesn't matter if your database is 10 people or 375 people. It's the same work on your end. It works very similar to an email blast. It's just a ringless voicemail blast. But the power is it appears to the recipient that you physically called them or you called them one-on-one and left them a voicemail. It's very, very powerful. It's great for retention. It's great for reaching out to people. Again, the whole goal with this is to stay top of mind. You consistently do this week after week, month after month. These people are going to start reaching out to you. They're going to start referring you to their friends and family who need a real estate agent because you are staying top of mind. There's not many real estate agents out in your marketplace. I would venture to say zero that are leveraging ringless voicemail, where it looks like you are calling them each and every month. It doesn't have to be salesy or pitchy or anything like that. It could just be a message, happy Easter, happy Halloween, Merry Christmas, happy holidays, whatever it is. It doesn't have to be salesy or pitchy. You can obviously throw some sales pitches in, but I recommend just kind of reaching out to them. Hey, if they have any questions, again, happy whatever holiday it is, just checking in with them with the goal being to stay top of mind. The fourth benefit is this is a machine. This is a machine that's working 24/7. It's working Thursday at 2 a.m. It's working on Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, weekends. It doesn't matter. It doesn't take a day off. It's always working for you. Whether you're working or not, it doesn't really matter. This is a system that's not only generating you leads, but it's also nurturing these leads as well. Again, it's all automated once it's set up. So here is a deep dive into the case study for this real estate agent in Atlanta. So as you can see, we generated 58 clicks, link clicks. So 58 people clicked on the ad. 22 of those people submitted their name, their email, their phone number, and they answered 2 questions. We're going to go over that here in a second. And as you can see, we spent it was $2.27 per lead. Total budget spent on this specific campaign was $50. So here is the targeting. Basically, we target the address and or the city. It doesn't really matter. You can do either or. We typically do anywhere from a 25 to a 50 mile radius, kind of depending on where it's at. If it's in like LA or Miami or New York, you could probably get away with a 15 to 20, maybe a 25 mile radius. This is on the outskirts of Atlanta, so we did a 50 mile radius. We don't adjust age and gender. Facebook made some changes in the summer of 2019 where you're not allowed to target by age and or gender in the real estate space. We don't do language. You certainly could do language if you wanted. And then the detailed targeting, it's just people who are interested in Trulia and Zillow. So it's a pretty broad it's pretty broad targeting with 50-mile radius, and then people who are interested in Trulia and Zillow. So here is the exact ad. Nice looking home here. Basically, we just copy and paste the text and or ad copy from the MLS listing, typically, and or the real estate agent's website. And then we add in, for more information, please click learn. Well, there's a spelling error here, I just noticed. Learn more below, so they can click the image of the home and or the button just below the home. Once they do that, this is a form that opens up within Facebook. We're not taking them to an outside page or anything like that. This opens up within Facebook. This is trustworthy. People trust it more because it all happens within Facebook. It's called Facebook Lead Ads. They came out with this 2 or 3 years ago, I believe. But again, we're getting their name, their email, their phone number, and then we're asking them 2 somewhat qualifying questions that I'll go over here in just a second. So after they submit all this information, they are then added into an automated follow-up system where I will show you the message sequence that we use. So the first question is, how serious are you about buying? Window shopping. This is a cold. These leads would be called cold. The middle one would be considering. This would be warm. And then, of course, the people who say, I'm ready, this is going to be the hot prospect. And then, are you currently renting, living with family, or own a home? Just to kind of get an idea of maybe the problems, challenges, obstacles that they're facing. Renting, maybe they still have a lease for 11 more months. Living with family, they could have wanted to move out last week. If they own a home, they might have to sell that home before they buy a home. So this just kind of gives you an idea of where they're at. So when you're following up with them, when you're calling them, you can kind of bring up one of these 3 topics. So here is the an example of the follow-up sequence. So on day 1, we would send a ringless voicemail and an email. Again, this is all automated. As soon as they fill out all their information, they are added into our hot prospector system. They're instantly sent a ringless voicemail. So their phone or their voicemail is going to be ringing within minutes of them filling out the ad and it's going to be a voicemail from you. This is going to dramatically increase your response rates because it's going to appear that you actually physically called them and you called them as soon as they filled out the form. The blue one here is an email. Day 2, we're going to send out a ringless voicemail, an email, and a text message. Day 3, we're going to send out a ringless voicemail and an email. Day 5, day 7, day 9, 13, and 14. So this is a 15-message sequence over a 2-week span. This is just an example of what you can do. Obviously, you can tweak these as you see fit. So this is Hot Prospector. This is what we do to automate the follow-up and nurture those leads. You can sign up for a free account at this URL, gethpnow.com/free. There's also a link, the very first link in the description. If you click that link, you'll be taken over to the free account page. Set up a free account, get in, and set up your own Facebook ad like I just walked you through. So this is your total sales automation system. It's a complete lead management CRM. It offers ringless voicemail, text messaging, and email, as we just went over. It also offers inbound call tracking capabilities. It also can record your phone calls if you wish, and it also integrates with Zapier so you can talk or work with other software that you might be using. You also get access to our Facebook advertising secrets. This is step-by-step training videos on how to set up Facebook ads, just like I walked you through, so you can get set up and run your own ads yourself. So if you have any comments or questions, please post them down below. We'll do our best to answer those questions. And like I said, click that first link in the description to sign up for your free account with Hot Prospector today. Thank you.